set up the eye department in the National University Hospital in about April 1986. He took in 4 trainees, but did not have recognition of his training programme by any of the Royal Colleges. He came to Edinburgh in June 1986 to see me to get the department approved for training in Singapore.
We were asked to come here and join up as young doctors. Many people told us that this was not necessarily a wise move. We took the risk. We joined it because we felt that the trainers, like people like Ang Bing Chong and after them, were truly outstanding ophthalmologists.
Being a new department, I think there was an effort to try and make people realize that we existed.
We had inadequate facilities. We certainly had no space. We were shoehorned into existing non-defined spaces, and we started there. We didn't even have a physical space to work in properly. There wasn't enough equipment, and even if we had equipment, we had nowhere to put it.
You know, looking back, it is significant that it was started by volunteers.
I'm very, very gratified to see this department grow from part-time doctors to a complete full-fledged department.
The fortunate thing for NUH was that almost all the trainers took a special interest in their trainees to build a sense of family here and give everybody a home. We used to have very simple models. We just use animal eyes, simple equipment. The audiovisual equipment was very basic. With time, of course, and with the advances in technology, we have more equipment, better AV equipment, better simulators, more realistic training. But I think what really has made the difference is a very early and intensive program of surgical training. And we start the trainees off really early in their careers with surgical training, so that by the time they reach their 3rd year of training, they're almost as good as the consultants.
And as we evolved, we also realized that only through meaningful, applicable research could we make change to how doctors and patients view ophthalmology.
Research-wise, 2 major people have been doing a lot of stuff within this department on this campus. One is Prof. Paul Chew, and his work in glaucoma has placed at least our department on the regional, if not the international stage. Recently, he had a patent for a laser device to treat glaucoma, and he's working on a glaucoma implant.
In our vitreoretinal department, we've been trying to develop a novel hydrogel that can replace vitreous during our retinal surgery. And all this work is being done in collaboration with many of the other research institutes around us, from A-STAR as well as NUS.
The facilities over here are state-of-the-art. We have technologies that are pushing the boundaries of science, and we are able to harness this and do cutting-edge research in this institution.
All applicants to a medical school almost invariably say that they want to become a doctor in order to help the less fortunate. So what we have done is to create opportunities to take part in community activities, whether it is something local like going out to perform an eye screening for the community, or taking on mission trips to perform surgery for the less fortunate.
We had to climb to 3,000 meters in Nepal, carry all the gear that we're going to use with us to this part in the mountains. We set up a tent in there, and at night it's about -5. But it's very rewarding in the sense that we did about 114 cases in 2.5 days. The people there are really, really grateful for what you do.
We stand on the shoulders of giants, right? My seniors, who have a wealth of experience, expertise that I can draw from, and more importantly, a lot of them are very inspiring.
I think the really enjoyable thing about being a teacher and of training residents is to watch their infectious enthusiasm spread to everybody around them. They really love their patients, they love the staff in the clinic, they love each other, they do lots to help each other, they go out of their way for their patients. The other part of this is watching them grow and develop as specialists. One day they are your residents, the next day they are your colleagues, and you're asking them for an opinion on something. I think that really makes this whole teaching journey really worthwhile.
Because I've realized that, you know, in 1 year we've treated 14,000 patients in the United States, and that's a lot more patients than I could ever treat. Something that I'm very happy about, I'm very grateful for. My motivation is to work in tertiary glaucoma and to give this to my juniors as well as to my patients.
My motivation is to pass on the torch to the next generation, to make sure that they understand what we stand for and the good work carries on.
My motivation is seeing the junior doctors become leaders of the future generation.
My motivation is people, the patients that we treat and the great colleagues that I work with.
My motivation in life is to touch someone positively every day.
My motivation is to give my patients hope.
My motivation is to come up with an invention to help patients restore their sight.
My motivation is seeing my patients confident and happy.
My motivation is to see my young and cute patients get better.
My motivation is seeing my patient through their journey of recovery.
Our motivation is to be the best eye care team!